Your boy, the Sneaker Knocker, the one and only judge of all kicks and apparel on YouTube, and you can refer to me as the Sneaker Judge. Now, before I get into this video, I want to shout out my friend on IG. His name is OG Kicks 45. That's OG Kicks with an S, number 45. At him on IG, go follow him. He has a dope sneaker collection. He's a graphic designer as well as a musician. He's a very good friend. I just met him, and the support he has been showing me has been awesome. So shout out to him, and I will be having his information in the description below. Now we're going to get into the video. As you can see, this video is the 10 must-have sneakers for me of this year, 2019. I will be doing my best to try to get my hands on all of these pairs that I'm going to be mentioning, so I can give you those reviews. Hopefully they'll be early reviews, but if not, I'm still going to add them to the collection. I'm still going to put out content on them, and let's get into it. The first sneaker is a sneaker that dropped yesterday, January 12th. It's the Air Jordan 4s, the Hot Punch. The color is awesome. I'm thinking about getting them for my girlfriend. I asked her if she likes them. She said yes, so I'm going to check it off the list come these upcoming few weeks. Thinking about getting it for either Valentine's or her birthday. But I'm going to make sure I get her these pairs because I always like buying my girl certain things. And being that I'm into sneakers, it's for some reason I love buying people gifts that are sneakers because I like sneakers. And if I can't wear a sneaker, I'm going to get it for somebody else because I will ultimately want to have that sneaker for myself. And some pairs that drop for ladies, they be so exclusive that I be tight that they only drop for the females because I wanted those pairs too. They did the Valentine, whatever those joints were, the all red ones with the gum bottoms, and they added those extended sizes, but that wasn't a shoe that I really admired, so hopefully they could do that for the next pairs. So you have that hot pink punch colorway. I like that they had the patent leather to it. Who doesn't like patent leather? It makes your sneaker more indestructible. You could get scuffs, scrapes, and you could just lick it off. The only thing you have to worry about is the paint chipping or like getting those really deep scratches and marks. So that's the first on the list that I will be copying, but it's not going to be for me. It's going to be for my girl. Next up, you have the Nike Air Foamposites. The Air Foamposites ones, the Midnight Blues. They drop, expected to be the 19th. Retail on those are $230. It's a double coated midnight blue with the gum bottom. It's a mild color. It's settled. It's not too out there. But I'm a fan of Foamposites, so I'm thinking about getting these. But I'm not going to be impulsive or rush on getting these. I'm going to wait till they lower the price on StockX and see if I can get it for an affordable price. The thing that I noticed with StockX, which is why I like StockX so much, although I'm not too sure about the legit check-in on their end, I like them because, for the most part, sneakers that are not at a high demand, you can pretty much get them for under retail, which is why StockX is my #1 go-to site to buy sneakers. Next up is you have those Nike Air Foamposites Pros. These are the colorways for the Knicks. I didn't like the first ones that came out for the Air Foamposite ones because the orange was too offish. It wasn't that deep dark orange that I'm used to seeing that I like. But for this pair, you got that royal blue check that's popping out. You got that dark coated orange, and it's an overall great sneaker. It's expected to drop this year, but it's no set release date. But the retail on that is $230, and when those drop, or if they drop, I will be getting them as soon as possible because I want to add them to my collection of foams, and I like that color. Being that I'm from New York, I got a rep for my hometown and my home team, which is New York Knicks, although they some bums. But shout out to their center. Hopefully he heals from that injury. Next up is you have those Air Jordan 5, the JSP Laney Varsity Royals. They're set to release this month on the 26th. The retail going for $200. And this is 1 out of 2 package deal. So I'm not too sure of the other sneaker that's coming along with this, but it's this is the 1 out of the 2 of this package deal of the sneakers. This is in celebration of the time that Michael Jordan attended his high school, or I think his elementary school. I'm not too sure, but it's called Emsley A. Laney, which is why they're giving this dedication to him and his time that he spent there. That's probably where he became inspired to play ball and become the greatest player of all time, which is why they call him the GOAT. Next up, you have the Air Jordan 11 lows for women's. Now, this is another pair of sneakers that I'm talking about. I hope and wish and pray that they will add these extended sizes, because this is an exclusive silhouette that they're dropping. It's not going to be too many colors that you see like this, but this is a perfect spring and summer sneaker. It's white with the patent of the orange going around the 11 low. It's pretty awesome, which is another pickup that I'm thinking about getting for my girl, because I will have one of these for myself, but being that they're not coming in my size, I still want to have them around the house. I still want to be able to do a review on them. I still want to be able to see them, and that's why I'm thinking about getting them for my girl, which is how I come up with these gift stores for people, because I like sneakers. And I don't really know too much of any other things to buy people besides what I like to buy, which is sneakers. I'm not too big on clothes. I don't know people's sizes. I'm not doing all of that. I don't know your taste, your style. So sneakers, who don't like sneakers? Who don't like the hottest sneaker to release or whatever? So moving on, you got the Air Jordan 14, the yellow Ferraris. Now, I'm not a fan of red, but I was thinking about copping those red Ferraris. But that red is just too off for me. It's not that dark. I need it to be a dark, bloody red. But being that these yellow Ferraris are coming out and the color looks a little bit mustard yellow, dark yellow, I'm thinking about getting these. And when these drop, they're expected to drop May 5th, dropping. And the price tag on these, I think, around $200. I'm expecting to get in these as soon as possible, as soon as they drop. I'll probably even get them before they drop, because StockX usually gets their sneakers a week before they're expected to drop. And the color on this is so dope. I love that they have that yellow Jumpman on the side, the hints of the black and the red. It's overall great sneaker. I'm hoping to see that suede on there is with the buttery strokes, the booty back strokes, and it's smooth. Next up, you got those Air Jordan 13s, the cap and gowns, expected to release the 18th of May. Price tag is $200. Now, black is my overall favorite color. Wakanda forever. But the reason why black is my favorite color is because it's a dominantly based sneaker that you can wear with any color. Any color that you have in your wardrobe, you can wear it with any color. You don't have to worry about what you're going to wear with it, because you can wear it with anything. So if you dress yourself first with an outfit and you're not too sure what sneakers you want to wear, you could just pop out a black pair and go about your day, which is why I like that. I like Black Cat stuff. It reminds me of the Black Cat 13s, but they calling these the cap and gowns, so I'm going for it. I also like those 11 cap and gowns, so those are another things that I'm going to mark off this year on my checklist, is to get those 11s, the cap and gown ones, because I really love those. Next up is you have these. You have the Air Jordan 5 Michigan. Shout out to the Fab 5. No other team in high school, no other team in college were better than these guys. They were all freshmen playing better than your juniors, your seniors, your whatever else, your sophomores. They were playing way better than any other people that were on basketball teams during their days playing in college, and they all came straight out of high school and were freshmen. And I respect that. Most of them did their 4 years of college, the 4 years of college before being drafted into the NBA. I think the only one out of that whole class was like Chris Webber, who immediately got drafted. But the Fab Five forever be in the history books of the the NCAA and NBA, because they did it like no other. Now you have these guys at Duke that are doing the same thing, and they put in the comparisons of who will be better. And I'm going to put my money on the Fab Five versus two players that you have on Duke, because I don't hear anything about the other players. I heard everything about the Fab Five players, which is why they get these Michigan concepts and these collaborations and these players exclusive, because they have planted their feet in the history of Michigan, and which is why this is another cop for me to add to my collection. The yellow with the navy blue tongue, or I think it's the gray tongue if I'm mistaken. I don't have the pictures that I'm looking at, I'm just reading off my phone. But I like this color. I love Michigan. I love whenever Jordan does a collaboration for Michigan. And it's just a dope sneaker to have in your collection. Moving on, you got those. This list is long, so sorry if I'm taking my time. You have those Air Jordan 3s. Another Knick exclusive. These is called the Rivals, the Knick Rivals. Because back in the day when MB Jordan was playing, he had a rival with the Knicks for whatever reason. And I think it was because of, I can't remember his name, but comment down below to give me his name, who played for the Knicks and was like a big face of the Knicks. I forgot his name. I know he has his own sneakers, but I can't remember his name at the time because I don't really wear those sneakers. But this colorway will be like a pair that I cop. I don't really do predominantly white sneakers, but if it's dropping in the summertime, late summertime, where I think these are dropping, these are dropping. No, they're not even dropping in the summer. They dropping in the summertime, but it's at the time where the summer's about to end. So they're dropping September 7th. Price tag is $190. And if I forgot to mention, for those Michigan 5s, the price tag is $225, which is pretty high for an Air Jordan 5, but it's worth it because it's a Michigan. So these Knicks joints are dropping September 7th, going for $190. I'm thinking about copping them, but come to think about it, being that they dropped them so late, I probably won't even get them. So let's mark that off the list. You got the Air Jordan 6 Acid Wash Denim, expected to release this month, but I haven't heard confirmation on when. Now this is off of the Air Jordan 4 Levi collaboration that they did with the denim on the 4, which is another pair that I want so bad. But I missed out on my chances of copping them when they released, so the price tag on StockX is very high right now. It's too high for me. I only bought one pair of sneakers that was like a Grell, that was like highly sold out sneaker, and I paid for the hypebeast price of resale, and I would never do that again. I promise you guys. But these Air Jordan 6 Acid Wash, now who don't like denim? Like, I love the blue. I like how it has the white with the black, and I pretty much could wear these with an overall good amount of clothing. And I think it's like a vintage look because you have these denims that come with the hoodies now, with the hoods to them, and these would go perfect with something like that, which is why if they drop this month, I might go and get them. Now, that's my top 10 list of sneakers that I'm looking to buy this year of 2019. They could be guaranteed cops, potential cops, and who knows, I might just get them whenever I get the chance, but I'm going to try to get them within this year. Now, you have some concepts that I have, and I found these concepts on House of Heat and another online who produces sneakers. I forgot his name on IG, but I'm gonna add it to the description down below. So you have the Midnight Navy Blue 12s. This is an overall great sneaker. I like the hits of gray and white that pop out on it, and I'm a big fan of 12s. Next, you have these Win like 82 6s. Now, whoo! I like how House of Heat take concepts that already been done on other pairs of Jordans, and he produces it on newer pairs in hopes that Jordan picks up that idea from him, and they go out and produce it and start manufacturing these sneakers. Now, who wouldn't love a Win like 82 on the 6? That whole color concept of the UNC, and it's pretty dope how they have the colors set up. Like, I'm not too big on white being on my sneaker, but I do love that baby blue. I love the gray. I love everything about the sneaker. And, you know, the clear bottom also, like, I can't wait to get that if this is a pair that will be releasing, and lick the bottom like Fat Joe used to do on MTV Cribs. Next up, you have these PSG 6s. Now, this is expected to release this year. Like, it has somewhat of a confirmation that it will be coming out this year, but who knows. It has a black tongue and a clear bottom with the infrared tabs and the hits of that, and it's a dope sneaker because I like that gray base, and you know, I pretty much could like throw it on with like some camel stuff, and who knows, but it's a great sneaker. I like 6s as well, haven't noticed. Next up, you have a concept of a Levi 6. Now, it's a darker denim than the 4 was released. The 4 has a little lighter denim. This is a real dark denim. Like, this is a real midnight navy blue denim. And if this was the cop, I would definitely, if this was the drop, I would definitely cop this pair because I love Levi's. I love when they do the collaborations with the denim. I'm glad that they thought about that concept because it was new and it was different. And you see how much they're worth right now. Now, when they came out with the black denim and the white denim, cool. Nobody wasn't too big on that because when you think of denim, you think of that blue. You don't think of a black or a white. Although it was great to add them all together and come out with 3 different pairs of them. The blue one is the best out of all of the Levi Jordan collaboration of the denim. The white ones would be dope if you could get a good person to customize those for you. Next up is the Sean Wotherspoon Air Jordan 1s collab. Now, I would definitely get these because I just recently bought the Sean Witherspoon. I just recently put in a purchase for the Sean Witherspoons, and they should be arriving soon. I'm going to probably do a review on that. And these ones are dope if they come out the same exact way as they dropped for the 97 with that combination of that Air Max 1s and the 97s. That whole concept of the corduroy with all the colors that were used was pretty dope. And it's a spring and a summer type of color vibe to wear. And if they drop this, it's going to be over for the game. Next up, you have a picture of Jay-Z riding his little fucking whatever that shit is called. I forgot what it's called. A buggy, whatever it's called. I don't interact and stuff like that. But you know, I forgot the name of it. But whenever he was wearing his little helmet on his buggy, little space buggy, his water buggy, whatever you call that shit. But yeah, this color scheme is dope. You have hints of white. You have a white base sneaker, but you have the hints of gray with the black and the red. Now this sneaker is fire. Now if Yeezy was to drop this 700 in this colorway, the game will really be over and the hype will be back with Yeezy. So I'm hoping that they grab onto this whole color scheme that this person has produced at House of Heat, and they produce this sneaker and manufacture it and get it to shipping out and put it on the fucking market so we can buy it because it's so dope, you know. And now, not last but not least, I have a couple more pairs. Now this is going to be quick because these are just plain sneakers that I'm about to mention, but the concept I think is dope. You have a burgundy 4 with the gold hits with the shoelace tab on the back. You got the gold hits on the shoelace tabs. On the back you got the gold hits of the Jumpman Jordan, and you got the black tongue. You got the gold hits on the tongue. Next up, you got the UNC 4s. You got that white base sneaker with my favorite being that baby blue. The sneaker is overall dope sneaker. I like 4s. I don't got a pair of the 4s in my collection, but this year is the year of the 4s. I'm trying to get some pairs of those 4s in my collection. And I like this sneaker. I'm thinking about if this was to come out, this would be a spring, summer wear for me. Next up, you got an all burgundy 6, who you can't go wrong with burgundy. Like, you can't go wrong with burgundy. That's that grown and sexy. Like, that's that grown and sexy. When you step out with those burgundy joints, you gotta be on your grown and sexy. Like, you gotta hit your pose and your stance on them. You gotta lick the lips. Like, you feel me? You can't go wrong with burgundy. Now, next up, last but not least, you got these 6s. It's a color scheme for the Patriots. I know everybody in the NFL who likes NFL and watches the NFL hates the Patriots for the most part. But shout out if you are a Patriots fan because they stay winning. Can't deny that. But I know there's a lot of Cowboy fans out there and they hate the Patriots, you know. But this color scheme is just plain and simple. I like navy blue, got those hits of red, and you can't beat the combination of navy blue and red. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below, because you have just tuned in with the Sneaker Knocker, the one and only Judge of all kicks and apparel on YouTube, and you can refer to me as the Sneaker Judge. And I'm out. Peace.